Yes, you heard right. My rating finally went up. Now, AJ, ratings go up all the time. That's not something crazy. Well, mine hasn't, okay? So today I'm just going to do a quick video on like my rating history and tournament history. This is my second year doing tournaments, so I figured you guys don't really know kind of what I've done so far, so I'm going to get into it. Some of it's not pretty, so let's start back at the beginning. So if we go back to last year, I played a total of 7 amateur tournaments. And I've done this thing throughout my career that I just recently stopped, where I've played way out of my division, and I'm not doing that anymore. And it's helped me a lot. So let's get right into it. My first ever tournament was one I probably shouldn't have started on, but it's okay. It was the Ohio Amateur Championships. So basically, it's one of the biggest tournaments in Ohio. It's an A tier, tee times, 170 people. Like, it gets pretty crazy in this tournament. It's pretty awesome. First ever tournament, I signed up and I played MA3, which was probably a good idea. That's right around where I was. If we go into the rounds, after round one, I was tied for 7th, I was pretty excited, but also I was really disappointed because at hole 16, where I took a bogey, and then 2 double bogeys, that killed me. At hole 15, before those 4 holes, I was in solo first. And I guess it just got to me for my first tournament. I started off the round pretty bad, picked it up in the middle, and then just looked at the scores on hole 15, was like, oh my gosh, solo first, bogey, bogey, double, double, tied for 7th. But, I was like, okay, we can get it back tomorrow. I didn't get it back the next day. The next day, shot at 11 over, which was not good. Went from a 6 over to an 11 over and then tied for 14th. And the event was 888 rated. So I wasn't too upset about that, but I knew I could do better. So moving on from there, my second tournament of that year was a NADGT qualifier, and I played MA2 because I was like, for NADGT, if I make it to Texas, I want to play in MA1 because that's where you get to play the cool courses and stuff. Had an absolute stinker of a tournament. Was in 6th place, 2 over between 2 rounds, which was really bad. 12 under, ended up winning it. It's not a hard course. Safe to say I did not qualify for that. That tournament was 865, so the rating was already on the decline. Then in September, I had 2 tournaments. I played in the Parma Open and the Delaney Grace Memorial. The Parma Open, I didn't do too bad. Again, signed up for MA2, which was above my rating because I was like 870 at this point, I think. Got solo 8th, 4 over par, 10 under won it. Bad. That tournament was 884 rated, so a little bit better than my second tournament. That one also stunk because I was in solo 3rd after the first round and then dropped pretty bad. Then we go to Delaney Grace in Canton. Again, decided to play MA2. Got 11th out of 13. Not good. Another sad part here, I was on lead card after the first round. I think I was in 3rd. These second rounds have been killing me my whole career. For real. If you got any tips on how to do better on that and 2-round tournaments, please let me know. Say what's up to Millie. She's here too. So then we're into October, where I decided to play my first MA1 tournament, which was a really bad idea. So, little background here. This tournament was at Eagle Ridge, which is my favorite course. And MA2 plays from the longs 1 round and the shorts the other round, and MA3 plays from the shorts both rounds. I was like, I don't want to play from the shorts. I like the long layout. So let me play MA1. Bad idea. I got second to last because the person I got last probably shouldn't have even been playing. And that tournament was 865. So we're back on the downtrend. Never even had a chance. Shot 9 over and 7 over. Just really, really bad. But I completely glossed over this tournament I played in August. was down in Columbus. It was another NADGT qualifier. This time I decided to play MA3, like I should be, because I was like, I want to qualify to go to Texas. And I did that. I got tied for third when I should have won it. I was in the lead at the end there, but can't always happen. But I wasn't too mad about it. It was an 897 rated round, 897 rated tournament. So almost 900 rating, going up a little bit. So that was good. So then after the Eagle Ridge tournament, then we go to Texas. And oh boy, you need to know what happened in Texas. Signed up for MA2 because I didn't qualify for MA1. Should have signed up for MA3. And I'm just going to let you look at the place I was in after round 1. Yes, you are reading that right. I was 119th out of 119 players. Dead last. I had never been more disgusted in myself in my life. My girlfriend took off work. We both drove down. We were like, this is like my moment. I'm gonna win, and maybe someone sponsor is gonna be like, hey, we want you, as if they would do that for an MA2 player. The rounds to follow were a little better. We got 868, 812, which is, oh my gosh, that's terrible. I didn't know that round was that bad. Wow. 794, 868, 812, and 877. Abysmal. And that sucks because round 1 and round 3 was the course that I was more confident on. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I got third from last. 113 out of 119 people. 3 people DNF'd, so whatever. But that was pretty bad. And that concludes my 2025 tournaments. So let's look at my ratings throughout 2025. We started September at 884, October 883, and then in the November 873. So pretty bad. Pretty bad. That was pretty bad. But I was like, whatever. You know, New year, this year. I was like, this year, new year, let's do it. Let's go through the tournaments for 2026. Again, at the beginning of the year, I made the same stupid mistake that I used to do. First tournament of the year, Eagle Ridge. Do you remember what happened at Eagle Ridge last time? Yeah, I played MA1 again. Someone tell me what's wrong with me. Played MA1, got 14th out of 14th last place. An 831 rated event. In MA1, I shot 831. That's a little embarrassing. Played in the Ohio Championships again. Ohio Amateur Championships. MA2, still above my rating. And I got 31st out of 34 people. Shooting an 871 rated tournament, so tiny bit better. And then now to the main point of this, which is my most recent tournament where I said, hey, after Ohio Amateur Championships, I was like, hey, I'm only playing my rating. I will move up to MA2 when I'm above 900 rated. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So, at my home courses for the Holochains Classic, I played MA3. And would you believe it, I got third place. Third place. Should have got first. If you look here, I was in the lead by 4 strokes. Round 2, shot 5 over, was in second by 2. Could have had it in the last day, but just couldn't pull it together. But it was so much fun. It was fine. I got third. Not too bad. Shooting a 896 rated tournament, my highest rated tournament to date, and bumped my rating up. Can you believe it? So let's talk about the rating. So at the start of 2026 in June, after the Eagle Ridge fiasco, I was 866. Then in July, dropped down to 863 after those 2 tournaments. Played my actual rating, got third place. Oh, would you look at that? I jumped up to 874. My rating has jumped up to 874. Highest I've ever been is 888. So, pretty good. So, that being said, my goal by the end of this year is to be 900 rated and playing MA2. I've got 3 tournaments lined up on September 13th, 19th, and 26th. All MA3. and at the end of that stretch, I want to be 900 rated, which I think is possible. I really do. So, if you enjoyed this little history of my disc golf journey, leave a like, subscribe, follow me. I'm going to be putting out a lot more content, and we're going to get up to that 900 rated. I'll catch you in the next one.